Thanks for joining us again. In a previous video, Show What You Know Assessments, Kelly talked about open-ended ways to help students reveal their learning. That got me thinking, what are some open-ended, creative ways to help wrap up this unique school year? Today, I want to share some quick ideas and resources to help you bring closure to a much-needed time. Beginnings and endings matter. They're memorable. So what HyperDoc resources and lessons might help you to wrap up this year in an effective way? Today, I want to share with you this awesome collection of end of the school year HyperDocs. Packaged up on Wakelet, we have several lessons for you to explore that you might want to use immediately with your students as we wrap up this school year. Take, for example, this end of the school year one-pager. This is a very simple HyperDoc on one page that literally invites students to do exploration of some examples. Here's the directions right in here with some choice provided, and then they get creating right away. As you see, scrolling through these collections, you're going to be enticed by just the cover photo, but you'll still want to click in and see, will this work for my students? Let's pretend like you're a 7th grade teacher. You love this design of this lesson. It's got the components of a true HyperDoc lesson, but you realize that this isn't necessarily going to work for your remote learning. All I have to do is file make a copy and start making changes. So this might be failure reflections for 2019-2020. Okay. Now, once I've got a copy, all I need to do is go in and start editing as needed. One of the first things I'll want to do is change out that Bitmoji. And obviously in this remote scenario, I cannot have my students turn and talk. So instead, I'm just going to change this to say, consider. I might add on, what do you wonder? Now I'm ready to move on to the next slide. Let's look at the exploration. Please remember as you're remixing a HyperDoc lesson that you'll always want to check the links to be sure that they're appropriate for your students and that the links are active and working. Here she's got this wonderful article that I think would work for the reading level of my students. I'm going to switch out this application here. So as you see, I'm just going through now. I'm not going to be able to have students add their share piece on a website because we haven't done that all year. So instead, I'm going to put a Flipgrid in here. But I like this thinking question, so I'm going to keep that. So you can see as you remix, you just kind of scroll through and make edits that fit your students and your classroom needs. So hopefully this gives you a quick little idea of how you can scan this Wakelet collection, click into some of these, check out some of the resources, and decide what's going to work best for you. Remix and have fun. Alongside this great collection of actual HyperDoc lessons you can use, I've created this end of the year checklist. This tool is chock full of all the good ideas in one place, from cleanup techniques to our newest favorite end of the year tool, Canva. We will show various ways that teachers can make meaning these last few weeks despite the pandemic. In this checklist tool, you'll find 6 key themes: giving thanks, saying goodbye, fun celebrations, creating keepsakes, closing up, and looking ahead. Please join our HyperDoc community by subscribing to our YouTube channel or meeting us on social media. And of course, continue the learning journey at hyperdocs.co. We sincerely hope these free resources remind you to take care of yourself as well.